the art that is the cover for The Light That Seeks You, I was in this meditation experience, and I went into this state of acceptance of all the pain and misery and suffering. And in that moment, it was so powerful, because it was like the resistance to it was keeping it trapped. It was holding it. I was in a holding pattern of pain and suffering. And as soon as I went into it and accepted it, that this was part of it, the intense pain and suffering was part of life, and they're one. It's everything. It's the totality of existence. Like, there's such a huge range of experience, human experience, and experience in other dimensions, but the true essence of existence is love. And this heavenly vibration that I've heard so many people describe, people who have had near-death experiences or shared death experiences or pre-birth experiences, they describe this. They can't describe the enormity, the beauty of the love of the light, the love and the light and the source of everything. I don't think even terms like God, like I don't know that we have human language to describe it. But it's so beautiful. And as I was having this experience, I didn't realize how much of an impact it was going to have for months. Even though I was still having pain, I all of a sudden felt the oneness of everything. And I mean everything, every aspect of creation, everything in the multiverse, not just the universe, but everything being one. And so I started going to the Vedic Observatory, just because it just became really significant to me somehow how it was used, and just looking at it and being at it could help us remember that everything is one, and that knowledge is eternal, and that everything in the cosmos is not just connected, but is one. And it was like, oh yeah, this intelligence, this infinite intelligence that creates and maintains and upholds, and sometimes destroys certain aspects of itself so that new things can be born. And there's always some form of destruction. So when I say life is bliss and all that, it doesn't mean that that there's still not death and some form of destruction, but it doesn't have to be violent and terrorism and horrific. It can be that winter comes and the leaves fall off the tree and die, or that spring comes and the bud falls off the flower and then a flower blooms. A bud falls off the stem. You know what I mean? So destruction doesn't have to be so difficult. The more light we have, the more light we connect to. And I say light, it could be that you interpret that as God or source. So the more we connect to our true selves and our true nature, the less alone we feel, the more purposeful we feel, the more happy we are, the more creativity, love, joy, bliss, connection. The more these things can thrive, flourish, blossom, exist. The light that seeks you. It's there all the time. It's there all the time. So that's the song. That's my song. I'm going to share it.